This has been First Take. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you feeling like I feel about the Dallas Cowboys. I was sitting here thinking about Baby when he was on the Breakfast Club. Is you finished or is you done? Okay, because you put everybody here at ESPN in a terrible cycle that has anything to do with the Dallas Cowboys. And every time something comes up with the Knicks that's bad, we wait for this moment right here. This is the best Friday I've had in about 3 to 4 months, waiting for you to be downtrodden and sick about the New York Knicks not getting Donovan Mitchell. And don't act like you ain't know that it wasn't going to happen. You knew this was going to happen, but you want to get on here in front of your alma mater in Central State and act like you didn't know this was going to happen. I'm so glad Donovan Mitchell went to Cleveland so him and Darius Garland can form one of the better backcourts in the NBA and have a lot of success moving forward. And we going to see what Jalen Brunson and R.J. Barrett does. But I get it, Stephen A. You wanted a name on the marquee. It's Madison Square Garden. You wanted those seats to be filled up. You wanted a highlight show, a highlight reel, and a guy that you could attach to. That is what I know the New York Knicks for. We could attach ourselves to Patrick Ewing because he was one of the greats and they was winning games. We could attach ourselves back in the day. We could move forward with this franchise because they had names. You not only have not had names, you have not had wins. You have not had playoff wins. And all this stuff you spew about the Dallas Cowboys, I'm starting to understand where it comes from. See, you are like a lot of people in the world. You don't want people to focus on your house, so you focus on everybody else's house. That's what's happening with the Knicks. I get it now, but I'm so glad you sitting here looking like this right now, and I'm so glad D. Mitch is in Cleveland, and I can listen to this all year long. Because, y'all, Winston-Salem and Central State and everybody in that crowd, this ain't the last time you gonna see him cry about this situation. Wait till the Knicks don't have a good season and not playing well, and watch the Stephen A. you get. I'm going to come back to Ohio. We're going to invite the same people in this crowd, and we're going to have another conversation about why you mad then. Cry me a river. I don't feel sorry for you because you do this to the Cowboys all day, every day.
Let me tell you something. I have a very good life.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Life is really, really, really nice for me.
Okay.
I mean, I must say, I have been truly, truly blessed. Except for when it comes to these damn Knicks.
Yeah.
I mean, these Knicks are the bane of my existence. I mean, I want the owner gone. He won't go away. I want Leon Rose to stop hiding from the media and to be accountable and to answer questions and be a leader of the franchise. I can't get him to do it. I mean, I want players to step up and recognize what it's supposed to be about when you represent in New York, and they won't do it.
I know. It's sad. We all want a lot of things in life.
I cannot believe that this happened. They got me on national television acknowledging that something is worse than the Cowboys. Now, when I talk about Cowboy fans, I talk about a nuclear bomb dropping and 3 things surviving: rats, roaches, and a Cowboy fan. That's what I say. But then somehow, some way, that is still not as bad as the New York Knicks. I mean, think about that.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Can we look big picture at the East? Because this is what I'm curious of, Stephen A. Does adding Mitchell make the Cavs a top 3 team in the East? We know he's been an all-star the last 3 seasons.
I would tell you this. It's possible. I wouldn't say so definitively, but it's possible. Darius Garland is that dude. By the way, that was another dude that I wanted the New York Knicks to draft. They did not listen, okay? But I wanted them to draft. I wanted them to draft Halliburton. They didn't do it, okay? But this, I mean, don't get me started with it. But I will tell you this. When I look at the Eastern Conference, we got to put Boston there. We got to put Miami there. Those were the 2 teams in the conference finals.
Yep.
Milwaukee is the favorite in the East. I got news for you. Y'all can sleep on the acquisition of Markieff Morris all you want to. He was just picked up by the Brooklyn Nets. Understand something. With KD, with Kyrie, with Ben Simmons, if they're playing, A guy like Markieff Morris is going to help the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets could end up in the finals. So you got those four. You got Philly. You got Atlanta. Okay? You got 6 teams right there. You're looking at the Cavaliers. That's a 7th team. I think the Cavaliers could easily end up being a top 4 seed.
Okay.
Possibly definitely top 5, possibly top 4. Because that backcourt with Mobley, with Allen on the front court, I got news for you. Cleveland can make some noise next season. Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
And this crowd co-signing here, Marcus, obviously out here in Ohio. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm with Stephen A. on that. Listen, man, we know what this league is driven now by how good your guys are on the wing and the guard spots. And you got a rim protector in Jared Allen. Mobley is starting to ascend, like looking like the guy that we thought Wiseman would be for the Golden State Warriors. Hopefully Wiseman can get going. But when you look at these 4 names alone and you add in, you mix in potentially a shooter, a guy that you can get a spot and he can knock down jumpers, this is a formidable 4 that we got on this board right now. And when you add D. Mitch, here's the other thing too. D. Mitch has experience in the playoff of playing at a high level. Let's not forget that, because I hear Stephen A. and these NBA aficionados talk about it all the time. The experience when you get to the tournament. Donovan Mitchell has that experience. He could bring that to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Listen, I got to tell you, listen, you got to be able to score, and you got to be able to defend. When you're talking about championships, Cleveland can do both.
They got a great coach,
Cleveland could do both. J.B. Bickerstaff is a hell of a coach. I like him. I loved his daddy. I love him. I think they got tremendous potential. There's no question about that. They were in a playing game last year, this past season, before losing to Atlanta. We know what they're capable of. And Donovan Mitchell is a 25-point-per-game scorer. He can do this stuff with ease. And that's when he had a Mike Conley Jr. playing alongside him. Now it's a young thoroughbred like Darius Garland. So I like what I'm seeing. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.